Hello and welcome to the first ever BuhayBasket debate. We're going to be talking about the hot topic, who is the GOAT? Is it LeBron James or Michael Jordan? And tonight we're joined by four strapping young gentlemen. We got Jerome B. Smooth. What up, Jerome?
Hey everyone. So of course, from day one, I'm a Laker fan, greatest of all teams. So it only makes sense. Their top player, LeBron James, greatest of all time.
I gotta agree with the greatest of all teams though. And joining him on Team LeBron, we got Luis Ascona, of course, of Mod and Chambalero on YouTube. What up, Luis?
Hello Enzo, alam mo ang problema kasi sa mga kalaban namin sa debate na to, joke lang. Go LeBron and teammate Jerome, kaya mo na to mag-isa, pero thanks for having me, Enzo.
And for Team MJ, we have Sir Marvin Lamela. Marvin, what's up?
Hi guys, again, Michael Jordan, 6 wins, 6-0.
And joining him on Team MJ is Miguel Dualan. What up, Miguel?
Hey guys, thanks for having me here. First, I love it. I was a LeBron fan.
We're going to start with the opening statement. We're going to give the floor to Team MJ first. Miguel, Marvin?
So I remember in 2003, prior to the draft, I was already watching videos of him on the internet. LeBron. I even had his jersey, which I traded my Stoudemire jersey for. I waited up for his first game against Sacramento. Amazing game, amazing. Watching it on a small TV set, and even then, I knew he was going to be larger than life was. His basketball gifts, definitely undeniable. But 2-3 years after that, all went downhill. He wasn't winning, but Nike and the NBA were forcing him down our throats. So, that's why I'm on MJ's side and will always be, even if LeBron's on my case. Jordan was bigger than basketball before social media existed. That's a feat in itself. Jordan, in fact, was more famous than Jesus. People who didn't know basketball or spoke English knew Jordan. People who didn't even know the sport knew about Jordan, and it got them into the sport because of him. He was basketball. And he was and still is basketball culture. Without him, and this is also fact, the NBA would not have survived, and there would be no NBA for LeBron to even play. The commissioner, the stars, the legends, all call him the greatest. And who's on LeBron's side? The bitter Pistons that didn't shake the Bulls' hands after losing to them. His former teammates Perk and Jason Williams, who are clearly biased. There are a lot of non-NBA players also, people on the internet who are on LeBron's side. And who's on the GOAT side, MJ? Bird, Magic, Shaq, Barkley, Kobe, Stern, Pippen, Phil, the list goes on. Now, if anyone thinks they're a better judge of basketball than these champions, legends, and authorities, then do let me know and please tell me why you're not playing in the league.
All right, now we give the floor to Jerome.
Just to think about our discussion with this framework na lang, greatest of all time. Greatest not necessarily in one area, but of all. At the same time, he only was able to win a championship with Scottie. LeBron actually, yung unang-una, 2007, built from scratch. Sige, bahala na. He actually joined Miami. What happened to Cleveland after he left them? What happened to Miami after he left them? What happened to Cleveland after he left them again and came to LA? What happened when Michael Jordan left to play baseball? Malakas pa rin yung Bulls. So no one is saying that, no one is making no one else better, but it's qualitative in the sense that Scottie Pippen, one of the 50 greatest all-time players. Phil Jackson, arguably the best coach ever. LeBron James never had the benefit of playing consistently for 6 whole championships in a row with that type of talent. Sige, you can argue, he left Kyrie. What happened to Kyrie? Sige, he left Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was already at the tail end of his career. Scottie Pippen is younger than Jordan. Tapos who did he beat? he beat people that were on the decline or were not established powerhouse players.
Dude, Jerome, kaya mo na to.
Alright, so Jerome's statement.
Okay.
Jerome's statement is basically Jerome's saying that Mike played in a weaker era.
The teams that were winning were all winning like huge. They were like 50-win teams, 60-win teams. Now, here, I have more stats here. Let's say, okay, the first time LeBron got to the finals, right? The East didn't have a single team with 60 wins. The West had 2, and a few in the mid-50s. So that made the East a cakewalk back then. The East winning percentage against the West that year, a lowly 47%. He lost to the Spurs that year as well. Now, they had a 50 and 32 season that year, no? While winning mostly against the East. So you can't really say that he also didn't have any help during that time because Larry Hughes was averaging 15-4-4, and Zydrunas had 12-8-2, I believe. So if you look at those stats before LeBron, those numbers really don't change. The numbers of those players didn't really change before he got to Cleveland. I mean, they were already good players, but they weren't, their stat probably went down a bit. But he really didn't make them that much better. And as a matter of fact, Larry Hughes' stats went down. LeBron just added his value to the team, which is a given and has merit in itself.
Si Larry Hughes, di ko nga maalala kung sino siya, pero...
Ako lang ba yung naging
No,
Larry
but-
Hughes fan dati?
Doon sa... sana hindi nanonood si Larry Hughes, ah.
It's good.
Sana hindi nanonood.
Sorry, Larry Hughes. Sorry.
Were you saying na parang si LeBron, it's not true na walang tulong si LeBron nung time niya sa Cleveland, first Cleveland?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, syempre naman, I mean, mga NBA players to. Like si Eric Snow, naging partner din ni Iverson. In fact, sinasabi din ng iba na, ito yung mga list ng teammates ni LeBron, nilista din ng mga haters si Shaq. Kasi naging teammate nga ni LeBron si Shaq, kaso lang si Shaq palabas na nun. So when you say na parang Michael Jordan made his teammates better, parang I mean, kung pamangkin ako ni Scottie Pippen, baka mainsulto ako ng konti. Kasi, alam mo yun, kasi sabi nga ni Jerome din, nung umalis si Michael Jordan para mag-baseball, munti ka na umabot sa tuktok yung Chicago Bulls din.
Possible na, alam mo yun, people are saying na gumaling yung mga players through Jordan because of Michael Jordan's leadership. That's the main key. If you're gonna compare to LeBron, okay, LeBron can put all those stats, everything, rebound, assist, and everything, but he's lacking that main key of being a leader to take charge.
Actually, I think, honestly, LeBron is a better leader than Michael Jordan. Yung pakisama, yung tulong, yung buong ugali niya. So if you're thinking about what you're calling LeBron James out for, I think you're talking about his competitive edge or his desire to dominate the game and score the most points. But yun na nga, diba, I'm an LA fan. Magic Johnson, MVP, he was one of the few that won in his rookie year, the championship. He didn't always have to score the most points. It was about playing basketball the right way. And that's the point of LeBron James. He plays basketball the right way. He makes the right play. Problema lang, paminsan-minsan yung teammates niya, they don't make the shot. He doesn't have John Paxson. He doesn't have Steve Kerr, which even goes more to the whole point that he's such a great leader. Kahit na, how many Hall of Famers did he play with for his entire career? Larry Hughes, not a Hall of Famer, just to be clear. Okay.
Sorry,
He was
Larry
still
Hughes.
able to elevate 9 times in a row to the finals. LeBron James checks off so many boxes that any other basketball player does not. And that even means more boxes are checked off for LeBron than checked off for Michael Jordan. Imagine if he wins, and I pray he does, wins a championship with the LA Lakers.
Stop pulling
What
on the Laker
other-
heartstrings, man.
With an MVP, what other player has won 3 different titles with 3 different teams and winning 3 MVPs?
All right, so Miguel, we go back to you. So Jerome's basically saying that as a whole, holistically, LeBron has MJ beat.
Let's do career. Jordan is 49.7 shooting percentage. LeBron is 50.4. That's 1%. LeBron, 27.1 points per game. Jordan, 30.1, highest ever. Rebounds, LeBron is 7.4. Jordan, 6.2, at 2 inches shorter and weaker. And in a league where you were basically allowed to clothesline people, a lot of those things, Assists, LeBron definitely better, 7.4 assists per game. But Jordan, 5.3. 5.3, that's huge still. Blocks per game, they're the same at zero point 0.8. Steals, Jordan was definitely better defensively, 2.3, as opposed to LeBron, 1.6. Now we go playoffs. 28.9 points, LeBron. 33.4, Jordan. Rebound, 6.4, Jordan. 8.9, LeBron. So they do turn it up in the playoffs. Huh? But if you look at these things, right, in a completely different league where you're allowed to be manhandled and these stats are really jumping out of the page for me, just for me.
Susundin ko lang kumbaga parang philosophy ng aking leader na si Jerome na kumbaga he says na LeBron has checked all the boxes. I think hindi pa rin niya nababanggit yung pagiging role model. I mean kasi for sure yung ibang basketball fans puts MJ as the GOAT dahil din sa kanyang cultural influence. But to me, kahit sa area na yun, para sa akin panalo si LeBron because LeBron James outside of basketball is almost scandal free. Aminado ako may mga sinabi siyang nakakainis. Siguro may sinabi siyang isa, may sinabi siyang dalawa, not 3, not 4, not 5. And then aminado rin ako, MJ would never said that he was the greatest and LeBron James did. But to me, para sa akin, sinabi din ni Derrick Rose yun to boost his own self-confidence. Diba? Siyasabi naman ng iba yun, siyasabi ni Lateral Spraywell yun eh. I think LeBron has checked all the boxes kasama yung aspect ng pagiging community person, family person, at pagiging role model outside sa basketball court. Yun.
Yes, he does check a lot of boxes, but is the impact he had on the sport and its culture and its fans and the game holistically as big as what MJ did? Diba? It's marketing 101 that it's never a good practice to have your best product out of your lineup. You always have to have it in store. And when that isn't possible, you have to fabricate it. Hence the LeBron versus Kobe thing. The Kobe being the next Jordan thing. Now the LeBron versus Jordan thing. Diba? It's honestly all marketing. Now you can argue that they did that for Jordan. And you're right, they did. But the difference is he actually exceeded those expectations. And instead of setting the bar, he obliterated it. He became bigger than the game.
So with respect to marketing, branding, culture, influence, lahat yan, I think we have to really think about what time we're in now versus the time yung era ni Jordan. Yung time nun, he had the full force of the league. David Stern, commercials, McDonald's, Nike, you name it. That's traditional media, which didn't have any kalaban. There was no social media. They're creating the era for Jordan and exclusively for Jordan. For the 2000s and the 2010s, so many great players, even athletically, mentally, preparation-wise, lahat yan, and so many choices. Social media, you're not being dictated. Just the same way we're in music. A lot of us are in music, no? Yung time nun na you can rely on a record label, you could rely on concerts. I was from radio, but that doesn't guarantee a hit. So going back to what my teammate Luis said, overall impact, Michael Jordan retired, and may his father, James Jordan, rest in peace. He was planning to retire regardless. He was tired from the Olympics, which elevated him to that threshold. The dream team, that was a first. NBA players. LeBron James didn't have that benefit. But even more than that, LeBron James never retired. Jordan said, mabigat, this was taxing on me physically, but even more mentally, the media scrutiny. What if Jordan lived in our age with social media, with reporters driving down your back? But LeBron James, mabigat, he's building schools. Black Lives Matter. He's doing good community work. He's a family man, a father, lahat.
Now, to say that he wouldn't be able to adapt to everything and anything around him might not be, a sound argument. I mean, it is an argument, but I'm quite sure that how he handles himself. I mean, you watch the Last Dance, how he handled media, the reporters, and everyone. They loved him.
Exactly.
He would have done the same.
Boys, as much as I'd like this to last another 40 minutes, I need your closing statement.
There's a saying that we're all playing on giant shoulders. I hope tama yung wording ko. So maybe hindi natin mapapanood yung ganitong LeBron James kung hindi nagkaroon ng ganong Michael Jordan. Maybe hindi matapos ang debate na to. Maybe may mga tumatawa sa atin ngayon. Itong mga gunggong na to nag-aaway pa. Why don't you just enjoy? That being said, LeBron is the GOAT. Go Lakers. Enzo, good job. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Luis. Jerome, closing statement.
All right. So again, thank you, Enzo. Thank you, Miguel, Luis, Marvin. And thank you to LeBron James for inspiring us with your greatness, because you are the greatest of all time.
Hey.
And let's remember, his career isn't even done. Sana nga he wins more championships for the Lakers. But kahit hindi, he's still adding to his points total, his impact on community, on the court, mentoring younger players. So I think when all is said and done, 10 years from now, it's going to be even clearer that LeBron James really is the GOAT.
All right. Thank you, Jerome. Let's go to Team MJ. Marvin, let's start with you. Closing statement.
Well, basically, MJ is the GOAT. 6-0.
Well, of course, thank you for everyone for being here. I always do love this sort of discourse. The topic, not so much, but the Lakers, yes, and MJ, yes. And MJ is, I believe, will always be the GOAT. We can talk again in 10 years. If he is, which he will be, let's get each other beers. If not, then he's not. Diba? That's the only thing. Oh, no. There's a saying, right? Everything changes, but nothing is ever truly lost. So that applies to basketball, I believe. Like I said, it all boils down to our favorite players, and it just so happens that our favorite players have GOATness in them. That's
Nice.
it. And
All right.
we have our choices.
All right. So, Jerome, Marvin, Luis, and Miguel, thank you so much for joining the first ever Buhay Basket debate. We hope to do more of these. Thank you so much for your time. And I want to say that unequivocally that the GOAT is